When you order a beer at a bar, restaurant, or even at a party with friends, there's a good chance you're choosing a lager, even without realizing it. This style dominates global consumption and is present in practically every place where beer is enjoyed. But behind this apparent simplicity, there's a fascinating story, marked by discoveries, adaptations, and constant evolution over the centuries. At the center of this transformation is an invisible but absolutely essential element: yeast. Lager didn't appear by chance. Unlike other more intense and aromatic beer styles, like ales, lagers were born out of a practical need in cold regions of Europe, especially in Germany. Brewers, seeking to preserve the quality of the drink during winter, began storing their beers in caves and cold environments. This process, called lagering, allowed the beer to mature slowly at lower temperatures. The result was a beverage with a cleaner, more balanced and easy-to-drink profile. Without knowing it, these master brewers were creating one of the greatest revolutions in beer history, laying the foundation for the style that would conquer the world. For a long time, fermentation was seen as an almost magical process, shrouded in mystery. Only later did science reveal the true protagonist of this transformation: yeast. These microorganisms are responsible for converting the sugars from the malt into alcohol and aromas, bringing beer to life. In the case of lagers, the yeast used is different from that used in ales. It works better at lower temperatures and tends to produce milder, less fruity flavors. This technical detail had a huge impact. It allowed for the creation of lighter, more refreshing beers with greater flavor consistency. In addition, it made it easier for the public to accept, making lager the most consumed style on the planet. Yeast, silent and invisible, forever changed what we understand as beer. With the advancement of refrigeration technology in the 19th century, lager production stopped depending on cold climates and began to be replicated on a large scale anywhere in the world. This paved the way for the industrialization of beer and the popularization of brands that brought the lager style to almost every country. For decades, lager became synonymous with beer: simple, straightforward, and accessible. It became the default choice at bars, parties, and gatherings, establishing itself as the dominant style in the global market. But despite all this popularity, the story of lager didn't stop there. New chapters were about to be written, driven by cultural and technological changes. In recent years, the growth of independent breweries has brought a new perspective on lager. If before it was seen only as a basic beer, today it is once again being explored with more care and creativity. Craft brewers began investing in longer maturation times, rigorous ingredient selection, and the combination of traditional techniques with modern innovations. The result is more complex lagers, with subtle nuances and greater depth of flavour, without losing their main characteristic: drinkability. This movement restored respect for the style and showed that even within a cleaner and more discreet profile, there is room for experimentation and excellence. Lager stopped being just a safe choice and became a sophisticated option for those seeking quality and authenticity. The renewed interest in lagers accompanies a change in consumer behaviour. After years in which more intense styles like IPAs dominated the scene, many people started looking for something different: balance instead of excess, freshness instead of intensity, a lighter experience that is still interesting. This opened space for a new generation of lagers that respect tradition but connect with the present moment. These beers offer an alternative for those who want to enjoy a quality drink without giving up lightness and the pleasure of drinking. The market responds with releases that value balance, refreshment, and subtlety, showing that lager remains relevant and constantly evolving. Perhaps the biggest misconception about lagers is considering them too simple. In fact, precisely because they are cleaner and more straightforward, they require absolute precision in the production process. Small adjustments in fermentation, yeast selection, or maturation time can make all the difference in the final result. This makes brewing a good lager a true exercise in control and technique. Today, drinking a well-made lager can be as rich an experience as tasting any other beer style. The difference is that it doesn't need to draw attention to itself. Its quality is in the details, in the subtlety, and in the balance. The story of lager is still being written. With new research, yeast variations, and modern techniques, the style keeps evolving, maintaining its essence but opening space for new interpretations. In the end, that seemingly simple beer carries something much greater, a journey that blends tradition, science, and behaviour. And as long as there is curiosity and passion for beer, lager will continue to evolve, surprise, and win over generations.